I have a bunch of them because in that process of while I was working at the Cheesecake Factory, I took a bunch of people to lunch. Every week, one of my goals were to take someone that's successful to lunch. And here's the cool part. You start hanging around people long enough and you start feeding them. Like literally I was feeding, like take them to lunch, right? What happened was it went from me setting appointments to them calling me like, yo, what's up? We hanging out this week? I'm like, yo, this is next level. And even outside the lunch, they'd be like, yo, I'm about to go play golf with some of my friends. You want to come? Ooh. So, like, I have a bunch of people. If I find success anywhere, we hanging out. Tony Abrahams, this is the first person I tried the free lunch thing on. He is the CFO for Diddy's Enterprises, and he saved me a lot. He saved me a lot of money just not understanding business. I'm a storyteller, so I got these stories. So y'all understand royalties and how royalties work? Y'all watch Shark Tank? Mr. Wonderful, he always wanted royalty, right? And I'm like, yo, what is this royalty? He's like, yo, you can keep 100% of your company. I just want a royalty, right? So this guy called me, he's in the NFL. He's like, listen, I want to distribute your brand all throughout the NFL, right? He's like, yo, I just want to partner with you in this brand. I really love your brand. I love the concept. Let's try to make this thing happen, right? So I call Tony. I'm like, you know, we got this business proposal, whatever. So they send me a proposal where they don't want any of the company. They just want these little royalties everywhere. And he's starting to teach me. Exactly. And nothing wrong with it, but he's like, listen, David, this just means that everything that's sold, they get a piece of it, right? So in the contract, they got these little royalties everywhere. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. I mean, the royalties ain't that big. And plus, if I end up selling the company, they don't get none of the money, right? He says, well, here's how royalty works, son. If, for instance, you have, say, a 5% royalty, right? Meaning you get 5% of all the sales or whatever, right? And Cornelius wants to buy my company. Cornelius says, listen, I want to buy your company for $100 million. I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like, yo, Mike, I appreciate it. We had a good run. We made some money together. That's what's up, right? But I'm like, all right, well, Mike, the royalty thing's over. And Mike says, well, I'm not, so my royalty continues with Cornelius, right? And I go to Cornelius like, yo, this guy has a 5% royalty and the company is contractual. And Cornelius says, I'm not paying that. And then Mike says, well, I'd be willing to get rid of the royalty. I just need 50% equity in the company. So I'm gonna need that 50 million. I was like, ooh, mentors. It all started with a free lunch. Wow. Yeah, I had no idea. So that's why when Mr. Wonderful on Shark Tank, you talking about the royalties, I'm like, ooh, you're a bad man.